Hi everyone, it's Rachel Smith with Remax up in Big Bear. Today I'm going to walk you through 41747 Comstock Lane over in the Big Bear Lake area. Come check it out. Okay, so here we are, 41747 Comstock, right underneath Snow Summit. You've got Thrush on the other side of this, which basically is the coming out of the back parking lot of Snow Summit. 2 beds, 1 bath, 1,000 square foot, built in 1974. This one is listed by Josh Simonek over at Simonek and Associates, Keller Williams. And this is kind of a cut through street right here. So it comes off of Thrush down here, swivels up, and then you can head towards Snow Summit. Property lines on this one, I have no clue. I can't really make headwind of it, but I did want to point out you've got a little book exchange thing right here, so that's kind of fun. My guesstimate would be somewhere in between halfway point of the house. Then we do have a concrete driveway, a little bit downsloped, but not that bad. Property line on this side, gonna run along the neighbor's fence line, that nice new wooden fence in the back, split rail. Nice tall pine trees in the area. Definitely would want to get an AB 38 report one done on this because you do have some pine needles close to some wires. Definitely some limbs close to the house too. And so it kind of comes down here for parking. And then on parking, probably at least 2, maybe 3 cars, depending upon if you were to park side by side. And we do have a nice foundation on this one. It's going to be pretty standard. Just being that it's somewhat newer, 1974. This one is a vacation rental currently, so occupancy 2 people per bedroom, and then 5 because you're 1,000 square foot divided by 200. And then also we've got 1 car per bedroom, which is 2 cars right here. Sorry, I got cut off. Deck is in good shape. You got kind of like a little pop out area right here that isn't it's kind of leaning. Deck paint looks like it's just recently been done, and then underneath is in pretty good shape. Her colors are kind of like a slate blue with a white trim on it, and this is sort of cantilevered out, so definitely would not want to put a hot tub upstairs. All right, so coming inside, we have 2 beds and 1 bathroom downstairs, and then we're going to have all of our living space upstairs. So I'm going to go left to the bedroom, bathroom, laundry room, I'm going to go to the bedroom, and then go upstairs, and then we're going to go out back. So coming inside, we do have laminate hardwood floors. Seems like they've been laid properly, not too bad. Colors in here are kind of like a light gray, blue, and a white. And then here we're transitioning into carpet. Carpet, usually in vacation rentals, doesn't last too long. This one's pretty forgiving, and it seems like it's in still pretty good shape. We do have dual pane windows here. Move up. And then these blinds, these are not my favorite, but they are what they are. Furniture in here for a vacation rental, I think I would update it a little bit. This is kind of like a Venetian-y look. You could put a TV in there, but you've also got the one up top. So you've got the bed in here. Sorry, I just left the gym, so don't judge my outfit. We've got the bed in here. This one is a double, probably a full-sized bed, maybe a double. And it is good for bedroom size. Doors, just like always, are a little bit kind of sticky, and we do have a nice closet inside, so you could live here full time if you wanted to. It does have enough closet space. What I find in a lot of homes in Big Bear is that they are either full-time homes and they have a lot of storage, secondary homes, barely minimal storage, or vacation rentals and they have no storage whatsoever. So if you want a very good vacation rental, find one with no storage. And then here we do have central heating. I had an Airbnb at one point up here and it had no storage whatsoever and it did so good. We were making during COVID like $60,000 a year. So storage coming through here, and then we've got basically like 2 doors. So one is going to go into the bathroom, and then we're going to go into the laundry room. So here we are in the one full-size bathroom that we do have in here. Same flooring is what we walked in with. We do have like a avocado tile with like a brown vein in it, which is actually quite cool. I think you could keep this. I would just change out some knobs, update that, take these, you know, most renters are no to that, and then update this a little bit. But this is quite cool. I think you can stay with it. As long as things are clean, people are typically pretty good with it, and this one is relatively clean. So storage underneath. This looks like some sort of alarm system. I'm not gonna touch it. It does say something about AC. No, it's some sort of like alarm protection. And then our tub does have a high shower and plastic insert. What do you guys think of these? I've been debating on whether I want to put one in my Airbnb in Joshua Tree, and that looks gross. Would you wash your hair with any of those products right now? Yes or no? I tend to go with the small little individual serving size ones, which I think are great. So here we have the laundry room. It is vaulted. Just gonna kind of pan up there. So it looks like they probably were, this was like a tongue and groove wood wall that we normally see in the ceiling, but they've painted it all like whitewash. Back here, it looks like maybe with the laundry room, it's probably just getting a lot of wet because it is separating quite a bit. So you might want to replace this area because that seems to be the worst part about it. And I'm not going to go out back yet. So let's go into bedroom number 2. Good windows all throughout the house too. Like each bedroom, 2 windows. You've got a lot of windows upstairs, lots of good lighting, which typically when it's a 2-story house, you don't get too much light because you don't have any way to get it up at the top right here. But it does not feel dark in here is what I'm trying to say. So 5 people, 2 and 1 in here. That's where they're getting that 5th person in here. And it's actually not too overly crowded, and bonus points for having matching sheets, matching quilts, because many people up here don't do that. This closet is kind of divided right here. There's a dividing point right here, which I want to see why. Maybe I'm thinking like maybe, oh yeah, they have some sort of lock right here where they can lock that one shut, keep that side as an owner's closet, and then let the renters use this one. So, and I always say too, that kind of thing is like Pandora's box with renters. Renters are always breaking into rooms like that because they want to check out what you are hiding. Here are the stairs going up. Not sure if you can tell, but they are a bit like my shoe size, like a size 7, and the back of my heel is coming off. So if I were to run down these stairs pretty quickly, I could fall like I have done in one of my last videos. And I'm not going to do that today. So here we have the upstairs. I love how it's lofted. We got nice treetop views all up above here in these windows, and lots of natural light in here. So carpet all up here in the living room. Kind of like a nice street view up here. That's a beautiful piece of furniture. And in this one, the furnishings can go with the house. So that is one thing to note. Even that guy. And here we have the fireplace, wood burning stove. This one does not appear, well, I see a gas key and I see a gas line. So it does have the gas ability. I have no experience with this style, so I can't tell you if it is going to put off a lot of heat. It definitely doesn't have a blower on it. You could like stick a fan back here to get it to blow into the room a little bit. But I don't know. If you have any experience with these, let me know what you think. But I love this beautiful rock right here. It does meet today's code. I like how they have shaped this as well. And I think it looks great. And then I'll go through the kitchen and then out the front deck here at the very end. So we still have carpet all through to the dining room area, which is going to be a little breakfast nook in the kitchen. Again, vaulted ceilings. Yeah, I would probably, if I came in, you don't have to, put new floors down and just change them all to be one floor would be what I would suggest. And then here is our kitchen, kind of that same avocado green and a little bit of brown vein in it. Cutting board, owner closet, full-size stove. Older cabinets, I can tell these probably used to be brown. And they were, again, whitewashed, probably something that looked just like that. Very simplified, though. Little, you know, oopsies in the countertops. Overall, not too bad. These are not, like, updated. This is just, like, a plastic and, like, a liner right here, sticker. Not slow close. Just cabin feeling. And we do have a cast iron dual sink. We do have a garbage disposal. Nice view out back too. Side note, I want to say a couple houses this way, you have Shane Mosley's house right up the street. So you almost back up to his backyard. Maybe you could train and fight with him. This is kind of an interesting addition that obviously I don't know how to work. Shouldn't be this hard. Okay. Wine fridge. Nice little thing. It probably was a trash compactor just based off the age of the home, and then they added that. And then we do have a microwave and fridge. Definitely a lot of white in here. Everything is white, 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 which is a safe move because that's what renters want, is white, white, white usually translates to clean, clean, clean. Out here, we do have the deck. You can almost see Snow Summit from here, but you cannot. And remember, this is that deck that kind of cantilevers out over the front porch. But I think your backyard's going to be more of your hangout than it is going to be here. Deck is to code right here. This is very sturdy. Sometimes on some of these decks, when I walk out, I am terrified. And not that one. It felt very strong, very sturdy, but I definitely wouldn't go putting a hot tub on it if I were you. So now we're going to go back downstairs through the bathroom to the backyard. So keep in mind that that has to happen. So if I want to go to the backyard, I've got to wait till so-and-so is taking a shower before I can get back here, unless I walk around the back side of the house, which isn't the end of the world, but it's the end of the world because you can't really get up here. I mean, you could jump up over here, but you would think that I would put a stairwell out here. That way, if somebody is in the shower, somebody can still get through to the backyard. So here we have the spa disconnect over here. Has to be within reach. Do have a little towel rack, and I'm not sure if this qualifies as like a locking mechanism. I guess it does because it has that one. Roof is in great shape. No gutters, which is quite common up here. We got a water heater back here, which looks like, no, that's the furnace. Construction and air, that just might be its name because I don't really see a air conditioning unit yet. No. All right, so that is it for 41747 Comstock, listed at $450. I can see Shane Mosley's gates from here. They're open. All right, let me know what you think and if you want to take a look. Goodbye.